Derek, we know there are always a few options coming out of the play. Can you take us through the timeout and what was drawn up and how it actually got executed in the final shot?
Yeah, we run that set a lot on the side of the bounce situations, and we have multiple options, and there's Powell, there's Kobe, and I'm really flashing up to the top of the floor there just to kind of clear space and get my man out of the way so Kobe can catch it. And Matt, made a judgment call and trusted that I, make the right play with the ball, not necessarily shoot it, but at least be able to read the situation from there.
Then did you look for a moment like you set your feet to shoot, but you just saw that you had a lane? Was it that simple?
Yeah. I mean, I obviously quickly, just tried to assess the situation once I caught it. And I thought about some things during the timeout, that if I did get the ball in my hands and on that spot, what my options would be. And, I assumed, most guys would play me to stop and shoot. So I just wanted to try and, read it, make a little hesitation, and then, if I go and I can get head and shoulders by him, just keep going to the cup.
Would you assume most guys would play you to your left? Of course, you go right.
Yeah, but it's tough, defensively on a short clock, because defensively you're also thinking the guy has to shoot the ball pretty quickly. So you're going to play closer to him, which is going to make it more difficult for you to shade him one way or the other. So, I've been in that situation before. Many of you have documented how easily, guys get around me at the top of the floor there. And, it's when you're in the middle of the floor and a guy can go left or right, regardless of what hand he is. It's a very tough spot to be in. And I'm not as fast as they come, obviously. And, I can get around the guy if I have the ball on the top of the floor in the middle like that.
Derek, it was a different play. Did that sequence remind you in any way of just Game 3 last year against Boston?
Yeah, I mean, the way, the play kind of finished in terms of, having to get the ball up really high off the glass in order to complete the play. The play in Boston was similar. Where you have guys like Kevin Garnett or, tonight DeAndre Jordan with his athletic ability and ability to block shots. I think he had his fingernails been longer, he probably would have gotten to it.
Did you have a chance to see the clock, or was the clock in your head at that point?
No, the clock was just in my head at that point. Once I caught it, I knew I had 3, and I was just going kind of off of that. I didn't have a glance at the clock on the way to the basket, so definitely very fortunate to get it off in that split second before that red light comes on.
You were just making sure you used the whole thing so they wouldn't have a shot coming back.
No, I wish I could say I planned it that way, but I was just trying to get it up into the hoop.
Coach Phil said you talked to the guys afterwards. It's just an expression to let them know that you was better after.
Yeah, I mean, not just effort in terms of trying hard, but just realizing that we have a responsibility to each other to try and play the game a certain way, and we have to put each other in position to be successful. We can't just go out and play and 5 guys go on the court if it's not really a collective, united team. And, we have several new guys. We're short-handed in the front court. So we have to take it a step farther in terms of commitment to attention to detail and, doing some things, some little things a lot better. And so going on this road trip, hopefully, will give us an opportunity and, kind of force us to, play with a certain mentality.
Does the collective experience of the guys who've been through a couple of these championship runs now, does that outweigh, do you think, the new guys and the novelty for that?
I think over the long run, it can, yes. But in the now, in the short term, you still have 5 or 6 of the guys that are learning what it takes to win a championship and, how it feels to be on this team and running this system and playing for this coach and playing alongside of Kobe Bryant and Pau Gasol and where your shots are going to come from, where your minutes and your opportunities will be. So those are all things that are happening on the fly. And, in order for everyone to have a chance to be successful out there, we have to do things a certain way. And you know, we've had glimpses of it, we've had moments of it, we've had, you know, a really good start to the season where we showed some things that way, but we've gotten away from that quite a bit in the last few weeks, and we need to get back to it.
When Pelt continues to play big minutes like this, at what point do you get concerned that it could have implications come April, May? You know,
Oh, and no, we've been concerned. You know, there's not a when do you get concerned. It's that was yesterday, last week, weeks ago. You know, we can't ask him to carry that type of load. You know, night in and night out, and expect him to be able to, you know, dominate the paint offensively and defensively, rebound, block shots, rotate, get up, help on the pick and roll. You know, bang and play one-on-one offensively and score baskets. There's a lot to ask of anyone. And, you know, we're obviously counting the days for Andrew to get back, but we want him to be healthy when he's back. You know, but, you know, Powell will be okay. You know, it's still early. We're still, you know, in the 20s in terms of games played. And Andrew will be back soon, and Theo will be back soon, and I think we'll be able to balance out Powell's minute situation.
You got any power forward or center in you?
I surely do. Yeah, that's for sure. I'm willing to play any spot out there. I love to bang around out there a little bit anyway.
How much did you see Shannon's play in toward the end of the third quarter, just kind of having a trickle effect with the rest of the team?
Well, yeah, I mean, anytime, you know, shots go in, you know, that helps everyone. But, you know, I don't think it was just, you know, Shannon's shot making, but it was, you know, there was a way that, you know, the energy of that group, you know, was flowing out there. And that's when the ball does start going in, you know, when things are just happening, the ball's moving, guys are just playing together. And, you know, there's not a guy on our team that, you know, if that ball's moving and somebody has an opportunity to shoot a good open shot, more times than not, it's going in. And, you know, we have to play that way where we're setting guys up to be successful. And, you know, Shannon got a chance to get a couple good looks out there, got him going. You know, Matt Barnes was really active, cutting, rebounding around the basket, making some plays. You know, Steve Blake hit some big threes to just kind of help us get that momentum going. And, you know, it was an ugly win, if you want to call it that in a sense, but it was still one of those wins that, you know, took contributions from everybody to get it. And that's something we can build on.